Hello students, a very good morning to all of you. This is Dinesh Mehbubani and here welcome back to the video lecture series of effective technical communication. Till now we have completed 3 chapters. The first one was dynamics of communication, second one was technical writing and the third one technical communication. Okay, so today we are going to start a new chapter. The name of the chapter is ethics in engineering. Okay. First of all, what is the meaning of ethics? So, if we want to say about the ethics in simple words, then ethics is known as the moral values. Ethics is related with the moral values. Now, what are the moral values? The moral values can be honesty, integrity, public welfare, respect. These all things are known as the moral values. Now, why these ethics are important for us? Okay, that we are going to study in the next slide. But before that, one more information about ethics is the statements of what is right or what is wrong, which usually are presented as the systems of valued behaviors and beliefs. That is known as also ethics. See, like in some situations in your life, you have to select that what is wrong and what is right. So at that time, the action done by you or the belief of yours, okay, or we can say the behavior of yourself will decide that you are following ethics or not. So in simple words, if you want to define what is ethics, so ethics is related with the moral values. In Hindi it is known as niti. Fine. Now why the ethics is necessary in the engineering profession? Okay, as we all know that engineering is a profession or a career that impact lives. We all are the service providers. Like if we talk about the different engineers, the main purpose or you can say the main task of the engineer is to do some innovations, to make projects, and that innovations are used by the people in their daily life. Okay, you can imagine that after before so many years, before 10 to 15 years, nobody would have imagined that each and everything will be online. Okay, so this advancement is totally possible with the help of engineers. So in short, if you want to say about engineers, then engineers are the service providers. They are providing service to the society. They are doing innovations. So if engineers are doing the work with honesty or with ethics, then they are definitely going to succeed. Or if the ethics is not followed, then we can say the disaster always occurs. So wherever there is ethics, the things go at very high level of heights, and if the ethics are not followed, then disasters are definitely going to happen. Okay, so for engineers, ethics is very much important. Ethics is very much important for all type of engineers. Fine. Now there is NSP Code of Conduct for Engineers. See, Code of Conduct for Engineers, the meaning of that is there are some rules and regulations for engineers. For example, if you are a chemical engineer, then there are some rules and regulations. If you are EC engineer, if you are mechanical engineer, if you are civil engineer, for each and every engineer, there are some code of conducts, and that code of conducts are decided by NSPE. Now, what is NSPE? So, NSPE is National Society of Professional Engineers, and they are deciding the code of conduct for the engineers. See, basically the code of conduct are depending on the safety and health of the public. Okay, it is basically depending on the welfare of the public. So if we study that code of conduct, see, you can see on the screen, engineers shall at all times recognize that their primary responsibility is to protect the safety, health, property and welfare of the public. Okay, so main purpose of engineer is to look after the mankind, the welfare of the public, okay, health, safety, and if their professional judgment is overruled, means in their profession, if it is not following, if these parameters, if these things are not followed, then, or we can say the public safety or the welfare of the public is endangered, then they shall notify their employer or their client such that or other authority as may be appropriate, or any appropriate proper. They have to notify this if any misconduct is there. If anyone is not following the rules and regulation, if anyone is not following the code of conduct, then they have to notify it to their employees, to their employer, to their clients, or any appropriate person. Okay, so in short, what we have to remember, we have to follow the ethics, we have to follow the code of conduct. Okay, now AICHE code of ethics. See, there are many bodies, many governing bodies that are deciding the code of ethics. See, AICHE stands for the American Institute of Chemical Engineers. So these are some code of ethics for the chemical engineers. Similarly, there are some codes, there are some rules and regulations, there are some laws for the EC engineers, and that is governed by the IEEE. IEEE is the international. IEEE stands for Institute of Electronics and Electrical Engineers. So they are deciding the rules and regulations for the EC engineers. So if we go in detail, the main aim is to protect the environment. For any chemical engineer, it is very much important that you have to follow the norms of the government and norms of the environment. There are some safety levels. Okay, so if you are in the business or if you are in the manufacturing unit, so you have to take care of the environment. So you have to, it's the emissions, for example the CO2 emissions. If you are doing any manufacturing in any company of some product, then definitely there are going to be some emissions. So you have to take care of the emissions. The emissions should be in the permissible limit. Okay, then you have to accept the responsibility of their action. Whatever you are doing, it is your responsibility. Okay, and you have to seek the review for completing your work. Treat respectfully with all the workers and colleagues. Okay, do not look at their post. You have to treat them respectfully. Never tolerate harassment. Harassment you have not to tolerate. Okay, then you have to perform the professional services only in the areas of their competence. Okay, in their competence. So this is about the AICHE code of ethics. Okay, now the next topic is responsibility for engineers. Now what is the meaning of responsibility? So the responsibility is basically divided in 4 parts: obligations, accountable, then conscientious, and blameworthy. Okay, so if we talk about the obligations, now what is the meaning of obligation? See, obligation is basically the thing, or you can say these are the responsibilities that are necessary, that are morally necessary. For example, the work of the safety engineer. What is the work of safety engineer? It is his or her responsibility that to make the regular inspections. So we have to consider the obligations as the tasks that are morally necessary, morally mandatory. जो टास्क कंपल्सरी हमको करनी ही है, that is known as what? Obligation. Now second one is accountable. Accountable means being responsible. Whatever the thing is happening under your guidance, okay, you are responsible for that. So being responsible for either it is wrongdoing or right doing, and if you are doing anything right or wrong, then you should be able to justify that why you have done this. Okay, you should be having the reasonable excuses with you. So that is known as being responsible, and being responsible is also known as accountable. The third one is conscientious. Conscientious means acting responsibly. Okay, so in your profession or in your career, you have to always try to do the thing that is correct. Okay, and if you will do the right thing, you will largely, the chances of the success will be increased. Okay, so even if there is any difficult circumstances, you have to try to be perfect. You have to try to be perfect, and you have to do the right things. Okay, then fourth one is blameworthy or praiseworthy. Now blameworthy or praiseworthy, what is the meaning of that? If you are doing anything that is not proper, so you will be guilty. Okay, you will be called guilty if you are doing wrong thing, and if you will do anything that is right, then you will be praised and you will be called excellent. So whatever you are doing, you are responsible for the guilt as well as the excellency. So we can say blameworthy or praiseworthy. What does it indicate? Blameworthy means if you are doing wrong, then you are responsible. Everybody will blame you. Okay, and if you are doing something excellent, doing something right, then you will be praised by the public. So this is about the responsibility definition for engineers. So today we have completed two topics: ethics in engineering profession. Okay, you have to write these three things, and responsibility definition for engineers. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. In the next lecture, we will come up with some more theories. Okay, till then, have a good day. Bye bye.